Hey everyone, thank you so much for stopping by. We got a couple things to get through on this video. Just want to go ahead and wish everyone happy holidays in advance, no matter what you may celebrate. Happy holidays from your host Jimbo and the Jimbo channel. Cool stuff. Okay, so I've been kind of delaying this and dragging my feet as far as contest videos are concerned. A lot of you guys have asked me about this, and I apologize for the delay on this, but your old pal Jimbo is definitely going to make it worth the wait. We're going to cover this in just a second here, but we really got something for everybody in this contest. This is going to be the biggest contest that I've ever done here on this channel as far as giveaways are concerned. We really got a prize package for everybody, no matter what type of videos of mine that you watch, whether it be the retro games or the knives or whatever, whatever you tune in for. If I've covered on this channel, I'm pretty sure we've got a prize package for you. But before I get too much into that, I actually have one quick announcement, so just bear with me for a second here. Okay, to all my fellow gamers, retro gamers, anyone who's into video game out there, I will be attending MAGFest this year. So if you are on the East Coast, near the Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C. metro area, I'm sure you've heard of MAGFest. A lot of my fellow gaming channel personalities out there have attended these before. As you know, it's a lot of fun. There's music, video games, they've got a free play arcade. It's lots of fun. And if any of you are planning on attending, man, keep an eye out for me. Just look for old Jimbo with the Retro Game Lounge hat on. If you see me and you're a viewer of the channel, man, don't be afraid to stop and say hi, man. I would love to meet you guys. I've never really met a viewer in person, so I think that'd be really cool to meet any of you guys in person. I really appreciate your time. Anyone who stops by to check out the videos, you guys are awesome. Okay, so on to the contest video. First, let's go over the rules. First of all, I'm going to have to ask that you guys do a video reply on this one. Before you get too upset, YouTube is pretty much ubiquitous these days. I mean, they've made it ridiculously easy to upload a video. I mean, anyone can do it. I mean, you can do it from a cell phone these days. So I think we've reached the saturation point where anyone can submit a YouTube video. So, but before you get too upset about that, again, I'm going to make it worth your while here. With these prize packages that I'm about to show you, I think this might catch a few of your eyes. So, let's go over the rules. Okay, rule number one. You have to tell me basically what your one holiday wish item would be. If you could have your wish of any video game system, knife, gun, piece of gear, anything like that. If you had to pick one item in any of those categories, what would it be? Rule 2. Tell me how long you've been subscribed to the Jimbo channel, formerly the Mr. Jimbo Fox channel, and how you came across it. Like, which video did you see, or who sent you my way, or whatnot, that led you to my channel and up until this point. Rule 3. Tell me what types of videos you enjoy watching and what you'd like to see more of, if you have any suggestions. Rule 4. You got to give me one suggestion for a video game, retro or not, a piece of gear, a knife that you're into that maybe I haven't come across of, gun-related stuff, anything like that. Just give me one suggestion for something that I have not covered that you think is awesome. Rule 5. And on this one, guys, I'm going to have to put you on the honor system, as unfortunately I don't have a way of verifying this. Okay, so for each of these prizes, I'm going to ask you guys politely, please, if you have any of these prizes, I'm going to ask that you just be upfront about it and say so. Like, if you're going to enter the contest and one of the things I'm going to give away you already have, tell me that in the video and I will remove your name from that specific drawing for that prize, but we'll keep you in the other stuff that you don't have. I want these items to go out to somebody who does not have them, not somebody who's just going to flip them and sell them on eBay, or somebody looking to make a quick buck. I mean, this is really for the collectors out there and the enthusiasts. The people like me who are into the same stuff that I am into, who would honestly use these things or add them to their collection. Okay, so without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and get into the prizes? Prize number 1, the Kershaw Knockout. This was actually very generously donated by Kershaw themselves, actually, for a contest. So big thanks to the customer service department at Kershaw, man. You guys rock. Thank you so much for donating this. So you will get a brand new Kershaw Knockout. Here's the box that you can enjoy. Definitely one of my favorite knives of 2013 by a long shot, and definitely my favorite Kershaw knife in a very long time. If you haven't checked out my review, please do so, where I cover it in detail. So that's prize number 1. Prize package number 2, we have a tech mat donated by techmats.com. If you haven't checked out my review on that, definitely go stop by and check that out. Really great, awesome gun mats, man. I absolutely love these things. I've got several of them that I use to clean my guns. As you saw, I've got, you know, the big one to clean, you know, shotguns and rifles, and I've got, you know, a small one. This is a pistol size mat that you can lay your firearm on and clean it so you don't have to get all the gun oil and stuff all over your table. These are really great mats, really absorbent. Never had anything get through these things to the table, so Tech Mats definitely lives up to their claim. Special thanks to Tech Mats for donating this one, man. You guys rock. Prize number 3. We have a gear retractor from VanQuest Gear. Review on this coming very soon, guys. This was donated to me by VanQuest Gear. Really cool gear retractor here that you can put your knife or your badge, you know, if you work in a secure building like I do, on it. And it's just really cool stuff. Again, review coming on that very soon. Special thanks to VanQuest Gear for donating this. Prize package number 4. We have a XT11 Claris flashlight as donated by Justin from White Mountain Knives. Justin, thank you so much for this, man. Really cool flashlight here. I'm honestly kind of jealous because I don't have one of these, so I'm definitely going to call Justin up at some point and order one of these for myself. 600 lumens out the front of this thing, man. Freaking Cree XML LED. I mean, this is freaking flashlight horsepower, man. Really, really cool flashlight. Thank you so much to White Mountain Knives for donating this. Prize package number 5, as donated by Ian Sinclair Designs. We have the Card Sharp, as previously reviewed by moi, and we have the Eon Classic, again donated by Ian Sinclair. Very cool flashlight and basically folding knife combo. As I showed you guys in my review of these literally will fit in your wallet, man. It's absolutely revolutionary design. There's nobody else out there doing stuff like this, and they just keep continuing to innovate, you know, putting out cool new products. So Ian Sinclair, thank you so much for sending these to me, and I think these are going to find a very happy home to a lucky prize winner here. Okay, so that does it for gear, knives, gun stuff, etc. On to the retro games. Okay, first we've got the Arcade Nano, as I had shown in one of my previous video game pickup vids, the last one I did actually. This is basically a Sega Genesis. I mean, look at this. It's smaller than my hand. It fits on your keychain. This is a working Sega Genesis console that has several video games on it. Let's see, on this one you got Virtua Fighter 2, you got Shinobi, Golden Axe 3, Golden Axe, Alien Storm, and you got 5 other bonus games on this. I mean, look at this. Runs on a AAA battery, just plugs straight into your television, and you've got a working Sega Genesis console with some of their best games on it. Man, you can't beat that. Next, we have a pair of NES games. We've got City Connection, one of my favorite games from Jellico, and we have Side Pocket. Definitely a very cool, one of the better pool games. I know it's hard to make a cool pool game, but from Data East, this is definitely one of the better ones out there. Both of these in really good condition would make a really great addition to somebody's NES collection. Next, we have Fahrenheit for the Sega CD32X. Not the Sega CD, not the 32X, the Sega CD32X, meaning you have to have both attachments to the Sega Genesis to be able to play this. This is one of only 5 games ever released that required both of these. I just happened to have an extra one of these, so I figured I would donate this as a prize. Next, we got a few boxed NES games. We got Zoda's Revenge, complete in box. Freaking awesome looking box too, man. This thing is in tip-top shape. Complete with the manual and the game. If you've never played Star Tropics, guys, this is Star Tropics 2, you really need to. It's definitely, in my opinion, one of the very overlooked NES games, and this was made by Nintendo themselves. A lot of people don't know that, but this is just a really cool kind of almost Zelda-y RPG that they put out sort of later in the console's life. But again, if you've never played Star Tropics before, you definitely have to. It's just one of those NES titles that any NES collector needs to play at least once. Spy Hunter, complete in box. I'm sure we all remember this one. Pretty good shaped box here. It's got the manual and the game in it. By the way, guys, each of these will come in a protective case here, so those are included. I'm not going to cheap you on those, guys. So for any of you NES collectors out there who don't have Spy Hunter yet, this is your chance to get it complete in box, free of charge on your old pal Jimbo. Kung Fu, not totally complete in box. This is missing the manual, but a very good shaped box. Does contain the game. It's a black box title, and guys, these are getting more and more expensive. I collect these very intensely, as you guys have seen. I'm trying to get a complete collection of the black box titles. I happen to have an extra one here, so I thought I would go ahead and donate it to you guys. Just a really cool game. Probably one of my favorite black box titles. The first one besides Super Mario Brothers that I ever owned. I remember getting this on my birthday and was just absolutely in love with it. It's definitely one that any NES collector has to own. Then we got Simon's Quest, almost complete. Again, just missing the manual, but really good shaped box. Classic Konami game, Castlevania 2. Not the best Castlevania game, guys, but If you're a Castlevania collector like I am, or if you're just a Konami collector, they have definitely some of the coolest looking boxes of any of the original NES games. You definitely got to have Castlevania 2, you know, just to complete the trifecta of Castlevania 1, 2, and 3. So hopefully this will go to a really avid NES collector out there who loves this stuff like I do. Last but certainly not least, we have a prize package donated by Dan from RetroProtection.com. Guys, go to his site and check him out, RetroProtection.com. Not just a random plug here, guys. I actually use this stuff. I have taken so many of these things off Dan's hand for my video game collection, for everything from boxed NES games to Super Nintendo to Nintendo 64, Sega CD, Sega Genesis. He pretty much, you know, has a case for just about everybody. Even, you know, the guys out there who have the complete in-box Earthbound, he even has a case for that. You know, I mean, this really unorthodox size box, he's even got you covered on that. Go to his site, check him out, retroprotection.com. So Dan has donated this little prize package here so that I could give it away to you guys. And you get kind of a mixed bag in here, a little bit of everything. So if you've never tried one of these cases, I'm pretty sure we've got you covered, at least in some aspect of your collection. You get 2 boxed Genesis cases, so it'll go complete on the outside of a Sega Genesis box. You get 2 boxed NES cases, so it basically looks like this. Little case that goes on the outside of a boxed NES game. And last but not least, you have 2 Super Nintendo / N64 cases. They're basically the same size. So boxed Super Nintendo or boxed N64 game. So that about does it as far as the prizes are concerned. Again, you must submit a video reply to this. You can either shoot me the link to my inbox, or what I really prefer is if you leave me a link down below with your video reply, since unfortunately YouTube and their incredibly stupid ideas that they get in their head, they've disabled the ability to do video replies, so we're gonna have to do this the hard way. So leave me a link with your video reply, and just, you know, review the rules. Make sure you hit every single thing that I mentioned earlier, every single aspect. You got to cover all of them. I want to be fair about this. Cover every single point that I made earlier, and we'll get you into the contest. Okay, so contest entries. We're going to do this for 2 weeks, so your video has to be up by December 31st. Today is December 17th, so you have 14 days to get this up. I figure 2 weeks is enough. Again, it doesn't have to be long, guys, as long as you hit all the points. And, you know, if you just want to show me your particular knife or video game suggestion or something like that, you know, extra bonus points, that's cool. And we will do a random drawing using random.org to select the winners. And on January 1st of 2014, I will post a video announcing the winners. Good luck to anyone who enters, man. I've been really excited to do this contest, to give a little something back to you guys, all the viewers out there, man. I cannot thank you enough for your time. It's such a joy to get to interact with you guys. You know, these fellow collectors out there, whether it be knives, gear, gun enthusiasts, or retro video games, all the stuff that I do, it really is a treat to me to get to communicate with you guys, because we have a hobby in common. You know, we get to geek out together. That's really what YouTube is all about for me. It's just sharing my passions with like-minded folks. So thanks so much for stopping by, guys. I appreciate everyone's time. To all my fellow gamers out there, retro or not, game on. To all my fellow blade heads, blade on. To all my fellow gun heads, shoot on. So thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next time.